Hello everyone, another vintage machine. This is a CED, a capacitance electronic disc by RCA, bought through eBay and barely made it to Australia. As you could see, it's received reasonably in one piece. Lots of dust and dirt all over it. However, I think it survived the journey. Received here, in one piece. I think that is okay. Also, as a deal, it came with a few discs as a bonus. First thing, we found a broken fixture, but maybe this is a minor issue. And that's where the fixture been snapped off. But as I said, I will consider this as a minor issue. So, of course, I have been over it with a vacuum cleaner and a brush to take all the dusts. Okay, in here we should find a belt that run the automatic uptake of the disk and releasing the caddy. However, it looked like that the belt is completely disintegrated. So I started to take off this mechanism and take these gears out for further investigation and lubrication, where applicable, of course, and give them a good rub with isopropanol just to get all the gunks and what's left of what's called a belt. So I found so many bits and pieces of the belt everywhere, even underneath the turntable. In some segment of the video, it might not show up anyway. However, a good clean, wipe down, that is essential. And then I started with lubrication with some silicone oil, followed by white grease. So hoping for that one to last a bit. I looked up for the best fit belt in my collection, tested its elasticity, looks good, and I fitted that, and it was a bit tight, but I thought that should work. There was some grease on my fingers at the start, so I took it out again and give it a good rub also with isopropanol, because otherwise it will slip, which in some segments that I haven't recorded in here, it was the issue. So put the screws back and put the mechanism back. Further inspection. So they're just here. I'm finishing the job, putting some lube, some grease. That is a white grease. And yeah, if you remember where that bit snapped off, I just glue it back with some super glue. Looks good. So yeah, as I said, it was minor. Now this is more of a serious issue when looking further into the machine. This is the third reduction gear. This is basically what drives the stylus over the disc, and it's completely snapped off, the gear. I don't know. So for me that was a big issue, because there's two options. Finding a spare part, good luck with that, as well as maybe 3D printing. Now that's also good luck with that. So the only way for me is maybe reconstructed. So looking at this one, and I managed to best fit the teeth or the bellows here with a super glue. And it looked like a brand new to me. But I thought I will just give it some more strengthening by adding that red ring, and it's actually did the work. Put it back, put all the bins back, and give it a really good lubrication. And with this one, when you put it back, you have to be very careful, because there are sensors at the front of the machine where it sends this going back. So this mechanism, it actually drives the stylus over the disc. So when putting this one, I had to be very careful where I put it. Look, this is my first time on a machine like this one, and CED definitely very rare in Australia. Not much of these ones around here. So what I meant by I have to be careful on where I have to align this one, and I think I'm going close up here so you could see where the gear is fitting on those grooves. So I left just only one groove at the back, so I wasn't quite sure whether that's correct or not, but it's proven to be the case, so that was good. And then I made sure that this spring-like thing is underneath that metal rod, and then I just fitted the screw back. So looking at this time, very good. You could see the transformer next to it here, and it's been plugged into it. I haven't started the machine. I've just been afraid of starting the machine with so many dates and issues. So I thought I will just look into the obvious mechanical issues first, and then we will look at the electrical issues later. So because in Australia we are having the 240 volts where this machine only run on 120. So the transformer is a step down transformer to 110, and I think it should work. It's a 60 Hertz as well as it's NTSC. Well, we'll see. So this is my first attempt here to see if this one works. And yep, the two dots and an L. That was a very good sign. An L is standing for loading, I believe. So it is a good sign. And the first disc that I put in, it wasn't a smooth sliding actually. There was some resistance there, and the uptake wasn't that smooth either. But well, the disc been taken in, and it's lowered down, which is really good. Yeah, that wasn't good, isn't it? So it must be the turntable is too low and need to be adjusted. So I've had to turn it off, but I needed to eject the disc, so I've had to turn it on again and press eject immediately. It worked. So I took the disc out, and this time it was much smoother in, and the uptake was much better, and it's actually giving me the carry with the disc in. So here you go. I think the system is working. Let's see. Let's move this one down. So to adjust the turntable, you just need to lower that rod at the back. So I was doing it manually, and you need to lower it enough down so the turntable can spin freely. At this stage I didn't bother taking the turntable out and looking inside into the shaft or lubricating anything. I've done that one later on the video anyway, or on the day. Maybe I haven't actually included this. So you use an Allen key. At the bottom there's a bin, and inside that bin there's another screw that it's accepting that one, and you lower it up or down until you're satisfied with the height. You spin it, you give it another spin, and there's no friction. Basically you don't really need to go beyond the mean of just to be hovering over or spinning freely, and I think this is where I should stop adjusting the height. Yep, this is a mono. This is one of the Pink Panther discs. It's a shame. So why I'm upset here? Well, simply because there's no sound. Look, I've tried so much things, and it took me some time to figure out the real issue here, but I've tried everything that I could on the day, like doing the tuning or fine-tuning, trying to find and pick up the sound, as well as I looked into finding like an RF to HDMI or an RF to AV modulators, external ones. None worked. So that's just giving me that the issue is more serious than it just not picking up the sound. Of course, I've tried different discs and I've tried different TVs and so on and so forth. Yeah, and none worked. Obviously the machine works, and we could see a picture on the screen, which is good. However, I thought I would just go beyond my means and took the stylus compartments out and look under a microscopic camera. And when I looked under the microscopic camera, I could see lots of dirt accumulated over the cantilever or the actual stylus. And therefore I thought I will just give it a good clean. I was watching a YouTube from CED Atom, and they diligently showed how to do this very well. So I was following, and I was actually hoping not to damage the actual stylus in this case. But it's obviously very dirty. So doing this could help for longevity of the stylus down the track, but I'm still at this stage wasn't quite sure whether I'm doing the right thing or the bad thing, but I just went with it. And I'm showing you that's as I go over and saturating the rod with the alcohol, it appears that I am releasing these silicon hairy kind of thing off the actual stylus, and this is the end result. It's actually cleaned up. So I was happy seeing this after a few minutes of continuously going over it gently, though. One way, I don't have to go brushing back and forth.
Back. So that's the stylus here. And compartment here. We need to push this one back and then this one in. Good. Now the stylus is in there. Close this one back. Some sort of screwdriver to put this one over like this. Done. Okay, the moment of truth after cleaning this stylus. All good. Was working fine, and someone would say, why would you fix something when it's not working out? I would say 100%. Hope I haven't done any more damages. Let's see if it's gonna work. Still no sound there. No, I didn't expect even the stylus would do anything in terms of sounds. But yeah, at least we haven't done any damages to the stylus. To address the issue with the audio, I looked up the CED Atom website, which is a fantastic reference. And in there, they have talked about a common issue with the player in terms of the audio demodulator. And they have shown this schematic here, where the part is U4101 in there. So that's a good start. Now, if I look this number, I won't find anything. So this is on the schematic. The actual number on the machine itself, it's 1760-2. So that is the audio demodulator for the mono. So mine is a mono one. I found this. So this is the actual part number on the board. This is the main thing here. It's the RCA stock number. So for this one here, this is the stock number for it. So that is where I could look up to find spare parts, I guess. I can also order it through CED Atom. They listed a few spare parts there. It's a very nice source. However, the main thing here is the delivery. The delivery to Australia is going to be excessively expensive. I'm talking very, very expensive. And therefore, I am looking for a different source to acquire it from. In looking up in the internet, I found the CED Magic, which is another fantastic source as well for informations and other things. So they listed the RCA part number here, where it is in the drawing as well, what the function of it, how many bins, and this is it. So this is the industry equivalent for that part number. When I searched for this one here, I got a hit. eBay and AliExpress. Bingo, I made the order. So today we're gonna desolder the chip and then install a socket. So we received the new chip, so it's just as easy as just slip that new one into it. So we flip this one upside down. So that's the part there. 1760-2 RCA 309. Is that flux?
Yeah, you don't need it. The solder has flux in it anyway, but not as much.
Why not?
Alright, so we have received the IC. So that's the one there. Flip this one over. Yeah. So that's where it should go to. Yep. Again, that's the orientation of it. I need to align, making sure that all are aligned correctly. Okay. Push in. I think it's all in. So a brief history while I'm putting this one together. So RCA developed this format in the 1961, and it took them 17 years to introduce it to the market in the early 80s. So by that time, it's already too late for them, because video recording or video cassette record is already out, the U-matic and Betamax and VHS, as well as the strong rivalry, the laser discs. And therefore, for this system to take part of the market, it was too slim, and they lost big time. Yeah, and I think if they introduced it early in the early 70s, it would have been taken up very well. Yeah. One at the back there. Nice. And that one goes into this RF to HDMI. How good is that? Sound, please. Hey!
Every 5 years, the tribes of the Sahara race their finest
We have an
horses.
audio.
The race is a great test of stamina for both horse and rider. To the victor go the best horses from the losing tribes, bringing prestige, wealth.
And now again. Nice. How cool is that? I'll try Paul McCartney this time. There you go. Hey. It's playing cool. It's fantastic. Alright, enough with this. Here you go. Isn't that cool?
Out of your torso and head right, two, and back, two, left, stretch it out front, and to the right, one, two, back, left, forward, now reverse it to the left, stretch it out back,